April, A Period Realizing Infinite Life by Troyman. Troyman did his thing on Netflix's Rythmn Flow, but he's been making some noise for quite some time now. He was heavily influenced by E40, Too Short, Tupac, and Digital Underground. Earlier in his career, he made an impression on Robin Thicke during 106 in Park's Wild Out Wednesday. He also won a lot of awards as an independent artist. How do we feel about his new album, April? Here's our honest review of April by Troyman.
April by Troyman.
Did his thing.
Hey, shout out to 1080p for getting super into it. I guess she was really feeling Troyman.
I guess so.
You didn't know about the Wild Out Wednesday thing either, did
man,
you?
that's crazy.
I didn't either. I was just like, man, this dude been putting in work
This
for a
boy
while,
been
man.
Working for real.
Yeah, Wild Out Wednesday. That takes you back, right?
Back, man.
I was in school when you got me wondering, how old is Troy, man? How you feel about this album artwork?
Man, it's really interesting. Threw me off, man, because I was just like, yo, this is like some different kind of artwork, but I like it. Even though it comes off as like creepy and kind of offsetting, but I like the colors that it produced or whatever. But I'm interested to I guess know a little bit more about the meaning, because it's like at the edge of the album got that little tear of appeal. So I don't know. I'm just curious to know.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, I'm just curious to know, the idea behind the cover.
Well, you know how nice we are with the joint. This is my first time really staring at the album artwork, and I think I figured out what it is. See, I'm nice, yo.
What's that?
Like, I feel like, so it's a period of realizing infinite life, right?
Okay.
So I'm assuming that half of it's dead, then the other half is symbolizing infinite life with all the color and everything like that. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's a nice
But that's what I'm rocking with. I'm rocking with that. I think that's dope. I like it. I actually like the album artwork. It actually looks like one of the Whispers. It looks like Beta. I don't know if you've seen the Whispers. Beta.
Yeah.
It looks like Beta's face.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Just need the hair.
Yeah, just need the hair. Yo, highlight. I mean, oh damn, no, I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping. I want to jump. I want to jump straight to it. The flow of this project, man, it's actually really interesting. Like, I don't know if you guys watched Rythmn Flow and listened to Troyman, but Troyman is a really interesting artist. You actually got to see the growth and development through the show. And I felt like this was a continuation of that.
Yes.
I felt like you got to get to know him personally. It just felt like a really intimate session right here. And I really appreciated it.
I definitely agree, because I'm telling you, I did not expect the versatility and the different kinds of sounds in this project. So if you watch them on Rythmn Flow, you're not done yet. I'm just going to say that, because you're going to find a whole nother lane of talents for this man.
Highlights, man. Look, I love it. I love it. The song, I love it. I love it. The first time it came on, I was just like, man, I wanted you to go in like you did on the Swerve joint, not Swerve, but on the joint he did
on
the show.
Yeah, I know.
Street Lights.
Yeah, there you go.
I wanted him to go in like that, but when I actually sat back and listened to the lyrics and everything, I'm like, yo, this is actually a really dope way to start it out.
Yeah.
I love the instrumental that the SOS intro actually gave you. Lullaby, fuck that shit. I actually really like that. That joint is dope. It's something that you can rock out with in the car. Yeah. Feel Me, I've heard so many artists do this, but I like where, like Drake even had a joint, but this joint was super hard. I was really rocking with it. I was just like, nah, I feel you. Don't tell me I don't feel you. I feel you. Like, I'm feeling this shit. This shit is super hard. AC, fire. Put that joint on in the car.
Too hot.
Yeah, put it on in the car. That joint is super fire. Gray Swag, it took a while. Like, after the second time, I was just like, yo, how did I not like this the first couple of times? This joint is super hard. Super hard. Don't You Love Me, man. Really dope, really deep. Nirvana, crazy. I love Nirvana. And C'est La Vie is my favorite song on the project. The way he ended this joint out, he ended it out super strong. He ended it out as strong as he ended out the show on Netflix. That joint is super fire.
Definitely.
C'est La Vie had the bars in there, double entendres. As a matter of fact, throughout the project, you get them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But C'est La Vie, I was really feeling it, especially how he ended it talking about his mom and everything like that. And, like, I don't see how you couldn't feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, when on Rythmn Flow, I did not care about Troyman at first. I wasn't rocking with him.
I'm disappointed.
I wasn't rocking with him, but
even when he battled Jacob with a K,
it was cool. It was cool, but it still wasn't there for me. Until
even when he rapped before Flawless in the cipher,
it was cool.
Nah, I think you need to listen to it.
Nah, man, it was just like, I'm like, all right, cool. But the more the show went on, I'm like, okay, this dude is pretty dope. But coming into the album here, SOS surprised the hell out of me because it was just a unique way to start an album. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting them to start off with something.
Isn't it like
hard
all
or
over the
loud.
place? Like
It is.
sonically, but it's a mess, but it's still.
But I feel like that was intended because
Yeah.
I feel like it was like the calm before the storm or something like that. You know, it was just like the palette, like, all right, gotta cool you out before you get into my life here. So that's what I enjoyed about it. I love it was a great way to traditionally start after the intro. At first, I was a little bugged about the auto-tune, and I think that's what took me back because auto-tune is used throughout this album a lot. But I appreciate the way that he uses it because it's not.
It's
like
really dope with
overdone.
his tone.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is because he has such a unique vocal tone with his raps and everything like that. So after listening to it over, I'm like, okay, it's not bad at all. It's really cool. It's fitting. Lullaby, I love how it started with the first beat about minute 40 in, and then it would switch to the second beat, and he just went crazy. Like, it's just a really, really dope song. Feel Me, I feel you on that, how you like, you know, I feel you, man. But I feel like that was the aim of the song.
Yeah.
So I think he captured that really well. AC, it's hard. Like, you talk about hooks, man. He got some really, really dope hooks on here, and I feel like that's how AC. That's how, like,
Yeah.
it was just really, really fire. Like that, I wish that could have been an original song. I really like that interlude because I felt like that could have been a really, really dope girly song. But when they went to Lady Friend, I actually was rocking with it. I thought it was cool. The whole Pink Starburst thing, I thought was funny. Gray Swag is hard. I don't know why. It's got the feeling, the ampness, everything like that to it. Don't You Love Me is crazy. Nirvana is ridiculous. I would play that over and over and over again. And Say La Vie was dope. He went out on a high note and left me wanting more, even though I got plenty with this album, which is what you're supposed to do. So, yeah.
Lowlights, I've been sitting here this whole time he's been talking, trying to figure out something.
I have one, but
I mean, look, if anything, man, I wasn't a huge fan of Lady Friends and Lady Friend and Pink Starburst. I thought it was cool.
okay.
It was okay. Swerve, I thought it was another song that I just thought was cool. I mean, aside from that, man, I can't really think of anything, man, because I don't think I really rock with Troyman. I like how young he taps into the music, but you can clearly hear he's a student of the
Got
game.
wisdom.
Yeah, because he's picking off like bars from Eminem from 8 Mile, like, and I'm talking about the song 8 Mile. Like, you got to be a student of the game to know the lyrics to that song to even catch the fact that he even did
Did you
that.
catch on Nirvana? How he pulled from Kendrick?
Yeah,
That was
and he
fire.
even did it in Gray Swag as well.
Yep.
Yeah, like that. But there was a couple times throughout the whole project where he
Yeah.
pulled from somebody where I'm just like, damn, that was from Jay. Damn, that was from
And
him.
it was dope
That
how he did it too, because it's not like he was biting or ripping it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like he would normally flip it, and I was just like, yo, he's a student of the game, and
Yeah.
I respect that 100%, man. So
Yeah.
it's dope.
Yeah, the only low light I really had was with Swerve, and I think it's just because of the tone of his voice that he was using for the song, because I was trying to picture like if this song was live and how it would sound, and I think it would sound better live, because it just sounds like a song that people would just like get all hyped to and just start, you know, just getting wild to. And I feel like that was the thing. I just didn't like how his voice sounded on the recording version of the song, but I think if I heard it live, it would be dope. But other than that, I really don't have no lowlights to this album. It was a really, really pleasant surprise.
Final thoughts, man. Look, Troyman is really dope artist, really amazing, really dope song structure that he picks. I like what he does when he's actually spitting them bars. I actually like what he's doing when he's putting on an auto tune.
Yeah.
His girl lyrics are actually really, really tough. Like, he's a really well-rounded artist. And the whole time I was in the songs, like you said, the songs I was just listening to, I'm like, man, I may not like Swerve. I may not think Lady Friends is all that great. But when I went back and listened to Streetlights, when you listen to the audio version, it's just cool.
Yeah.
But when he performs it, it's so
yeah.
intense. So I was just like, if you went to a concert of this album, it would probably make you feel
It probably would.
like this album was like one of the most ridiculous albums you heard. Because every time you listen to it, you would see him performing it in your head.
Yeah, and I think that's what I get vibes with, because even that last performance that he did on the show, like, I just love his intensity and his energy. And I think it paid off on here as well, because it's just like you get the bars, you get the I guess you want to say bouncy club type of vibe song, but he meshes it so well to where it comes off as, like you said, you get more to know about him, but as well you get to know his skills and what he can do. And if this is your first time like ourselves getting introduced to his music, it's a great entry point. And it was great to release this right after Rythmn Flow, because it really shows what you're capable of. People who followed your story on there are like, oh, he really grew as an artist. And that's how I feel. Like, I felt like the show did a great job of showing his growth through the show, but actually as a growth as an artist. And I can tell it all in this album right here.
Final grade. Simple again. Check. Giving Troyman a check. If you're unsure about Troyman, just go check out the playlist. There's 3 Troyman songs in there. Listen to them. I'm pretty sure you're going to rock with them. Then you can probably go and listen to the rest of the project. Troyman is really versatile, really dope, really witty with his wordplay.
Yeah.
Student of the game. I got to applaud the dude, man. Like, he was definitely one of the top people from Hustle and Flow. It was D Smoke.
Rythmn Flow, man. He keeps calling it
Rhythm and Flow, whatever, man. It was definitely D Smoke, Flawless, and Troyman. They were the best from the show.
Yeah.
You know, the judges pick the best artists. I mean, London is, but they picked those. Them 3 were definitely top, and I'm glad they made it to the end because they're amazing.
Yeah, man, most definitely a check for me. Look, man, he can do it, man. He got the spark. He got the it factor, and I see it. And just knowing that his personal story and everything like that, you know, with his mom and his brothers and all like that, it just makes me feel good, because I feel like he's happy where he is with his music. Like, I feel that. I feel the passion. I feel everything in the music. And I think you would too. So give it a try, man. Check it out.